Hello. How are you? I'm sorry that I'm not Ed. I'm not even Jan or Amy. I'm Nate. But I am not sorry to be here to help you to go through your summer series, Faith in Kids Family Bible Time. I'm very excited, actually. So here's my question. Where are you watching this? Are you at home? Are you sitting around the kitchen table? Maybe you're all sitting on the sofa, you're on the floor. Maybe you're on holiday. Maybe you've gone to a holiday home, or you're at the beach, or you're in a caravan maybe, or a tent, or a wigwam, or a tabernacle. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just sitting outside my house, and my house is actually in America. I live in America at the moment. So here's the American flag. I'm not actually from America to start with, and I'm not planning to stay for that long, to be honest. I'm from this country. Do you know what this country is? It's England. That's it. Are you from England? Maybe you are. Maybe you're in England. Maybe you're both from and in England right now. That's where I'm from. But as I say, I'm in America. But my wife is from, what country is this? Do you know this one? She's from Wales. Or Dragonland, as it's sometimes called. Do you know the best thing about Wales? Apart from my wife, obviously, and the flag with the dragon on it, is the singing. Have you heard Welsh people sing? The Welsh male voice choir is quite a thing. They absolutely love singing in Wales. Go in the valleys, sing bread of heaven. It's fantastic. I love it. These are great nations. Whoa. What nation are you in right now? I don't know. I'm guessing you're in England. Maybe you're still in lockdown. Maybe you can't go on holiday. Or maybe you've gone to Wales for a holiday. Lots of people do that. But I don't know where you are. But wherever you are, it doesn't matter, because today is about all nations. And today is actually about all nations singing. So the Welsh, they actually get a bit of going to teach us a few things. Because this family Bible time is going to be about Psalm 96. And Psalm 96 is all about singing about the Lord to all the nations. And that's something that we do through history. Because the history we're part of, the story that God's telling through the whole world, is a musical. I don't know if you know that. It's a musical. I don't know how happy you are about that. I didn't used to be a big fan of musicals. I'm not really a big fan of musicals, but I do like music, and I do like singing, and songs. And I think we're supposed to, aren't we? In fact, when we like something, when we love something, that's what we do. We sing about it. So the joy that we get from something leads us to praise and to singing. So that's what we're going to be talking about the singing about the Lord. And so I'm going to read Psalm 96. It's 13 verses. I hope you can do 13 verses. You're good at this. You're going to be great, okay? But I'm going to read it, and I'd like you to listen. Here we go. Psalm 96. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise his name, proclaim his salvation day after day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous deeds among all peoples. For great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are in his sanctuary. Ascribe to the Lord, O families of nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due to his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established, it cannot be moved. He will judge the peoples with equity. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. They will sing before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness and the peoples in his truth. There we go. A song about singing, and a song about singing in all the world, and a song about singing in all the world about the Lord. This is a song about the Lord. And I don't know if you noticed, it described what the Lord is like. It said things like glory and splendor and holiness and majesty. But also it told us three things about what God does, or what God did, or about what God will do. So, the first thing, what God has done. It's in verse 5. And it says this: the Lord made the heavens. God created everything. Do you remember that? Way back in the beginning, first verse of the Bible, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God made everything, and it was very good. And so all the joy that we have from creation, all the joy that we have from going to the seaside, or all the joy that we have climbing trees or running around in the fields or looking up at the stars, that is given to us by God, because God created everything. So the first thing is what God did in the past, which was that he made everything. And the second thing is what God is doing right now at the moment. And he's doing this. Verse 10, it says, the Lord reigns. And that doesn't mean he reigns like he rains down water from the clouds, although he does do that. It means he reigns as in he's the king. When it says the Lord reigns, it means the Lord is the king. He rules over everything. So he didn't just make everything way back when. He's also looking after it right now. He's in charge. He's in control. And it sometimes doesn't feel like that, does it? Sometimes when you're feeling sad and miserable, feeling frustrated, feeling angry, when it feels like the clouds are forming, the thunderstorms going on, not out there but in you, it can feel like God doesn't reign. But do you know what? If you could, let's imagine you're on holiday in Wales, for example. Now, the chances are it's raining. And so you're sitting there on the beach feeling miserable. There's rain and there's grey clouds. But if you could get into an aeroplane, do you remember aeroplanes? They used to have them back on the old earth before all this. An aeroplane can go through the rain and through the clouds and up over the top. And if you do that, you see that above the clouds, it's a sunny day. In fact, it's always a sunny day above the clouds. So God is always reigning over creation. He's always in control of everything, and he's very good. But not only did God reign above everything, the Lord, this God, came down to meet us in the sadness. In fact, this God, we remember this at Christmas time, came to be one of us, didn't he? The Lord became a human being, Jesus Christ. And so Jesus has reigned, he brought the kingdom of heaven to us here on earth. And when he did that, do you remember he was made king then as well? He was recognized as king. When was Jesus given a crown? Do you remember that? Well, if you read in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, You'll hear about Jesus wearing a crown, not of gold, but of thorns. A crown of the sadness and the badness. And so he wore that crown as the king. So he's not only the king way up there. He's the king who came down to us. And he's the king who didn't just come down to us, but also raised us back up again. When he was raised from the dead and when he ascended to the heavenly throne. So this Jesus, he's the Lord, and verse 10 says, he reigns. Then we've done what happened way back when. We've done what he's doing now, he reigns. And the third thing is what he's going to do in the future. What's he going to do in the future? Well, that we can see in verse 13. It says this: he will judge the world in righteousness. So he did make everything, he does rule everything, and he will judge everything. He did make it, he does rule it, and he will judge it. In the future, God will judge everything. So if we're feeling upset about the world or frustrated because things aren't right, and they aren't right in lots of places, lots of the time they're not right, we can rejoice because God is going to put them right in the future. That one day God will judge the world with justice by the man he has appointed, and that man is Jesus the King. The Lord who came down to us, who reigned for us, and who taken us back up, he's coming back. And he is going to raise us up. And the whole creation is going to sing. I don't know if you saw that in verse 11. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. They will sing before the Lord, for he comes. So when Jesus returns, the whole earth will be singing. So between now and then, we're going to tell the nations to sing. And that doesn't matter whether you're here. Where am I? In Philadelphia. You probably can't see that. I should come a bit closer, shouldn't I? In Philadelphia in America. Or whether you are over here in England or even Wales. Or even if you are way down here. Where's that? In Mali, in West Africa. The whole of the earth will sing for joy because God is the one who made everything. He's the one who rules over everything. And he's the one who will judge everything. So we can rejoice. We can sing. We can be glad. So I've got some questions for you for the different age groups. Ed told me this would be a good thing for me to have. So here we go. For 3s to 5s, what will the Lord do in the future? So he's made everything. He reigns over everything. What will he do in the future? 5s to 7s. What does it mean that the Lord reigns? What does that mean? That the Lord reigns. For 8s to 11s, who has God chosen to judge the world? Who has God chosen to judge the world? And here's a follow-up question for that one as well. Do you think that's a good thing that that person gets to judge? And for 11 plus, how can the Bible say that God's judgment is such a good thing that it makes us sing? How can the Bible think, and for us as Christians to believe, that God's judgment is such a good thing it makes us sing? There are your questions. And just before you go, because we're talking about singing, so I'm not actually going to sing. Well, I'm going to play you a song. This is the only song I know how to play on my little xylophone. Is that a xylophone, or is it just a glockenspiel? I don't know what that means. I think it's German. But anyway, here it is. You've got to tell me what this song is. Any idea? Did you get it? I'll play it once more for you. Any idea what song that could be? Maybe you could sing that song. You could find it on your phone, or you could ask Alexa or Siri or someone. Any idea what that song could be? And I'm going to leave you with those questions. So we're going to put those questions up, the 3s to 5s questions, the 5s to 7s, the 8s to 11, sorry, and then the 11 plus. Is that okay? Is that good? I hope it's been okay. I've had a wonderful time. I've enjoyed it. I suppose that's not the most important thing, but it's something. So have a great time having a discussion around those questions. Maybe read through that psalm again if you get the chance later on in the day, and have a wonderful, wonderful day and an amazing week. And know this wonderful truth, that the Lord made everything. The Lord reigns over everything, and the Lord will judge everything. Fantastic. Okay, lots of love. Take care. Bye.